Hey folks, it's Vera, and I'm here for another product review. This one was not sent to me. This is one that I purchased for myself and have been quite happy with for a number of reasons, and it is this. Now, if you watch any of my other content, any of my other channels or TikTok, you may have seen me wearing this. I haven't talked about it though. So this I bought from Mr. Pierre, who is pretty well known on TikTok at this point.
If you're just joining us, I'm Michael Pierre of MrPierre.com, and we are custom tailors for corn stars and quinky people and purveyors of fine leather goods.
And this is the this is the secret wrist cuff that becomes the spicy friendship bracelet. So this is a strap of leather, decent thickness, and this is actual leather, thank goodness. The number of things that you can get from various online communities that say leather, but like they really should put it in air quotes. Like, no, this is a legitimate piece of leather like you'd get on a good quality belt, although obviously shorter and thinner. And it sort of comes apart. So wearing it on the wrist, just sort of form the loop there by putting this through this metal part, and then from there you can tighten it however much you want, and it does kind of have the appearance of a watch band without a watch, although anyone who notices this or sees it distinctly might realize what it's for. That's actually one of the fun things about wearing it kind of casually in some of my other videos, is seeing comments from people who recognize what it is. In terms of the specifics of what you can do with it and how it becomes a spicy friendship bracelet, I'll get to that in a minute. This particular one is oxblood. It comes in a variety of colors for the leather, including some non-natural colors like teal or purple. I considered getting the purple. Like, if I get another one, it's going to be the purple, probably. But also the hardware, the metal hardware, I got it in sort of rainbow patterning. You can get it black, you can get it silver. And the way that this becomes something else is by... So normally when you wear it, it goes through that way. However, if you take it, put it back the other way, and now suddenly... Oh, what could we do with that? Well, let's see. See if I can do this worth a dang on myself. I might be able to. I should have tried before sitting down to shoot this. If there's a crossfade, then it took me a while to get this to work. Or maybe I just gave up. And there we go. So that is the spicy friendship bracelet. And you can do that fairly tight or fairly loose. Like there's a lot of the holes in this. So wide variety of options for different thickness of wrist. And there's just that fun of it. That you can take this thing and it can just be something that you have casually. It's just kind of a neat accessory, but that's also not its only use, because this lovely bit down the front, it might also have occurred to you, is something that you could, say for instance, attach a leash to, if you felt so inclined. And again, the length on this does certainly allow for that. So I don't remember whether or not I've seen the various plugs of this that I've seen mostly on TikTok mentioning the collar. They might have at some point. They generally focus on the wrist cuff aspect, but yeah, that is solid. You could get a good tug on that. And while you would need a pretty narrow connection for the leash, there's certainly ones that could fit that. It would not be very difficult. Or even if you just like the option for an impromptu collar, if that's something that goes for you. Now, I have mentioned, sort of having this get spotted by people. And some folks, I cannot attest to this. I have not experienced this. But I have seen some folks post how they have worn these out and been noticed. And it's kind of become a little bit of a signaling system for kinky folks. Whether or not there's actually a discernible code with the different colors you can get, like with, say, the old hanky code that gay men used to have while cruising. If you don't know what that is, Google it. But there was a little bit of that because Mr. Pierre has been taking surveys of the people who buy them to sort of see if there are patterns emerging for who buys what colors. And he actually has that information on the website. So if you want that to influence your choice, you certainly can. If you want it to have a certain energy, if you want it to sort of be signified as, being dominant, submissive, brat. This one of the aspects I liked of this color especially was noted as being bought by witches. So that worked well for me. But also, that's a general thing. It's not so rigid. As I said, it's not designed as an intended color code. So you can also just pick the color you want and not worry about sending the wrong signals, even if someone does recognize what this actually is. So this has just been a really fun thing for me to have. And I do enjoy just wearing it to wear it, to be completely honest. I since my my pedometer died like 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I don't wear much on my wrists. I've got a couple of bracelets I wear sometimes, but I don't really wear stuff on my wrist very much. But it's kind of nice to accessorize. It was a bit of a blank area for me and has been for a while, and it's nice to have something that just feels tied to aspects of myself that are important to me and also very, very fun. So, yeah. I just wanted to tell folks about this. Again, not sponsored, just a fan. So, I'll put a link to Mr. Pierre's website. There's a lot of other very interesting stuff on there. Feel free to browse around. There's definitely some other stuff I'd like to get. I just can't afford it. But in any case, thank you for listening, folks. This video might not get age restricted. That would be nice versus, say, the toy reviews that I tend to do, which pretty much always get age restricted. But regardless, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And please remember that you are beautiful, you are valid, and you are loved.